What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we wanted to give you 7 exercises that is going to drastically improve your athleticism, your cognitive quickness, and you can do these exercises on your own. So hopefully this helps, hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe. We post new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, so make sure to subscribe to catch all of them. Hope you enjoy. First exercise, one thing I love to do for an athleticism day, right? Most of our workouts, regardless, involve some type of athleticism training, because that's what we're here for, right? But you gotta prime the body, get the nervous system fired up. One of the best ways to do that is I like to work on something involving stability, really work on proprioception, right? Our foot, our lower limb. A big part of our ability to be quick and all that comes from strength and stability through the lower foot, being able to handle different body positions. So we're gonna use a tidal tank. If you guys don't have this, you can use like a Viper, a med ball, even a dumbbell, or you could just hold like a PVC pipe. I like this because it's the instability factor. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean this up. So from here, right here, we're gonna switch, press as we go. So a couple things, like I said, the instability factor I really like, gets the body going, get everything fired up. I also like the clean into the switch and the press. That's a really awesome movement pattern that we need to be training with our athletes, the ability to switch really quickly. And we do that a lot with like isometrics, or if we're holding something and then we switch, being able to put force into the ground, being able to be strong through the lower limb. So starting to train that quick firing here, switch, be stable. This is an awesome way to kick off your training or just to throw this in to improve your athleticism. Number 2, if you watch our videos, you know how much we love using tennis balls, racquetballs, lacrosse balls, all this stuff with our athletes, throwing them rapid fire, them having to catch, react. But the problem is if you don't have a partner, it gets tricky. What I'll do on a day where I'm working out is I'll face the wall and I have 2 tennis balls. You're just gonna throw them to yourself. You're just gonna toss, catch it back and forth, right? So obviously you can make it super easy for yourself if you just do something slow like this. But if you're trying to improve your athleticism, we're not gonna be doing it that way. You're gonna go as hard as you can. You're gonna go fast. You're gonna make it challenging on yourself, right? Throw it in different spots where it's hard to catch. So you have to lock in. You have to be able to react, hand-eye coordination, move around, stuff like that. I love this one, getting going. Same thing I said like with the tidal tank. Get the body going. A lot of our twitchiness, that ability to go really, really quickly, it's cognitive. How quickly can your mind react? Can it go? Can it recognize? We need to improve our cognitive quickness in order to improve our actual sport quickness. So this is an awesome one to do at the start of your session as you're resting, and throw it in there and you're going to see a big difference. All right, number 3, we are sticking to the tennis balls and the wall. This one, what we're gonna do is you're gonna have a tennis ball in each hand, you're gonna have your eyes closed, and you're gonna throw the tennis balls against the wall. As soon as you hear them hit the wall, you're gonna open your eyes and you're gonna try to catch both of them. So we're working on, once again, cognitive quickness, analyzing a situation, getting our mind to fire fast, hand-eye coordination. This one's kind of tricky. Once again, you can make this as easy as you want, as hard as you want. If you throw the ball something like that, right, where it's not really, good Lord, can't catch, where it's not really challenging, then it's gonna be easy. Make it hard for yourself, right? You can level it up. So we're here, close my eyes, throw it, and then I try to catch it, right? Here, open, close. If I try to make it harder, I can also cross. Okay, I'm never gonna get that. My arms are not 6 years long. But you know what I mean, right? You can make it hard for yourself, throw it, you have to be quick, you have to catch them both. Something like that, it just works on your ability to analyze. And as I keep saying ad nauseum, that cognitive quickness element of recognition and responding. All right, another one involving the tennis ball and a wall. I know a lot of these exercises are tennis ball on the wall, but this is just one of the best ways, especially if you don't have a partner, using a wall. This is just like, you know, level 101. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start this way. We're gonna throw the tennis ball off the wall. It's gonna drop in front of you. You have to get it and catch it as fast as you can, right? So now we're involving that cognitive quickness. So as soon as we see the ball drop, you have to see it and you have to respond. And now we're also training that actual physical quickness of how quickly can you get to the ball, okay? So I'm here, I throw it, boom. How fast can you get there? Can you react? Can you go? They're here, boom. Use different hands. You're gonna run into different positions with your body, so that's really awesome as well, because it's important we train that athleticism not in just one basic position, but in different positions we're gonna meet when we play. Here, throw it. How fast can you get there working on that? And this takes us into our other one, very similar, so kind of putting it together. We're going to side on. We're gonna take this ball, you know, I could throw it that way and run, but I'm gonna throw it behind my back, off the wall, then I have to respond and go. So now we're training that quickness out of this side on position. So that cross and that drive, or depending on just that reach and that drive. Like I said, we gotta train this in all different patterns. So I'm here, off the wall, be able to react. So now it kind of involves losing sight of something, turning my head, and having to go from there. Here, good Lord, I'm just too quick. So here, off the wall, having to catch it as fast as you can. Obviously, we're gonna hit both sides. This one I really like because of that loose side ability. Also too, having to turn and be in control. Turn, catch it, stop from turning, being able to move like that, super awesome. All right, next up, we're going, I like to call them just random hops. So we're going hops on a box with plates. I'm overlaying clips of Eden doing this from a couple months ago. I love this one because one of the most important yet difficult things about improving your cognitive quickness and your athleticism is that reactive element, especially when you're training alone. So if we were to do plyometrics, in a sense, they're almost pre-planned, especially if you lay out certain drills, if you know what you're doing. It's a lot harder to get that reactive element when you don't have someone who can provide the external cue, right? Like if you're going out to play basketball and you have to rebound, obviously that can be an external or like a random element, but if you're just alone, it's hard to get that. So what I like to do is these random jumps where on the athlete, as you're jumping, you have to just randomly pick where you're gonna go. As you can see Eden doing it, you have to react, you have to stay stable. So there's different surfaces and your body's in a different position. You have to cross over, you have to jump, you can switch feet sometimes. This provides that sense of reactivity in response to your body's position. So based on how you land, how are you gonna react next? It improves that strength during these movements. We don't wanna do stuff that's just very basic, very easy, because that's not gonna apply stimulus needed during sport in order to improve that athleticism in these positions that we are going to face in the game. So this is one that you can do, get those plyometrics in. We know those are fantastic for improving quickness. So make sure you hit these. Number 7, this one's kind of twofold. So it's a broader theme and then we have an exercise. Doing something with your shoes off where your feet and your lower limb can really work to improve their proprioceptive abilities, their ability to analyze information, to relay that information to your brain, and thus you make decisions is really important. So if we do something shoes off, if we do something eyes closed, that's gonna take away that sensory feedback that we usually get from like a visual thing, right? So I can easily stand here for like a year, eyes open, single leg, even if I'm on a foam pad, it's super easy because I'm using what I see in order just to stand here. But the minute I close my eyes, it gets a little bit harder because now I'm really having to rely on my foot and I'm not just able to stare, right? Remember the common thing, you can stand here and stare if you focus on one spot only. So let's take away that, and now we're really gonna have to practice on that actual ability. So the exercise that I like to do is we'll go shoes off. I'm gonna wear my shoes for this because I'm a germaphobe. We'll go shoes off. I'm gonna put a resistance band over my head like this, and I'm gonna hit some skaters, okay? So I push out and I push back. I push out and back. Level it up, we're gonna go eyes closed. So I'm here and I'm here, back and forth. So now I'm really having to work on my strength, my stability, my ability to produce force in non-advantageous positions with a load overhead, being strong. All of these things are really going to help. As you can tell, the biggest thing about athleticism, twitchiness, quickness, cognitive ability, and the ability for your whole body to sense information without relying too heavily on one thing like visualization. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully you enjoy. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.